feet. Raise them up.
Intense new video showing a suspect leading police on a high-speed chase from Guthrie to Oklahoma City. I'm Robin Marsh. Right now on News 9, how authorities say it all started in the first place. And this.
He'll have to stand accountable one way or another.
An Oklahoma family questioning the Seminole County DA's decision to not charge their loved one's killer. I'm Lacie Lowry. Coming up, why they say the victim was not the aggressor. And this.
They're pepper spraying peacefully protesting minors who are simply using their First Amendment right.
A group of Mustang students claims that they were pepper sprayed by a passerby while protesting Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I'm Colby Thelen. Why police there say it's impossible to investigate.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Good morning. Glad you're with us. We've made it to the end of the work week.
Yay! We like that for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, how about this? Taking a live look right now across the metro this morning. Our news trackers are out on the roads, keeping a very close eye for your morning drive.
Yeah, everyone driving happy so far because it's Friday. Megan's going to have more on the morning drive for you. Right now, we're watching the weather for our Friday and weekend, and you might have the best news of the morning. Lacey?
Talking about how gorgeous it's going to be. Lots of sunshine, warm temperatures, and it's always good when the news trackers are just showing you quiet roadways. That means there's no major breaking news scenes, and that means your Friday is off to a great start. If anything changes, we'll have those updates for you. The weather, no major changes today. We'll actually be a little warmer than yesterday. We still have a north wind going on. High pressure's dominating things, keeping us on the quiet side as far as sky conditions go. But we do have some rain chances creeping in for parts of your weekend. Slight chance. It's 44 in Okarche, 43 in Tuttle, 51 in Newcastle. Look at Hara, Choctaw, McLeod, all starting with 50 degrees for morning lows. So depending on where you are, 30s, 40s, or 50s, grab the jacket. Winds are much warmer than where we've been. The temperatures are, the winds are out of the west, like 5 to 10 miles per hour. And your metro planner for today from the 40s back up to near 70 degrees. It looks absolutely beautiful to kick off the day and even into the weekend. We will talk much more about what to expect for the weekend. How do the 70s, even mid 70s sound for several days? We get a cold front next week. We'll introduce rain chances, maybe storm chances. And as we head towards Valentine's Day, the threat for a few strong, severe storms. We'll detail all of it coming up. Robin.
Headlines right now in Logan County. The Highway Patrol is investigating after a person is hit by a car. We can tell you it happened last night right near Waterloo and Bryant. There's a couple of gas stations right at that corner, and that's exactly where it happened. We're told one person was taken to the hospital in unknown condition. Keep it here on News 9 for the updates. And in Okmulgee County, south of Tulsa, 2 sheriff's deputies are shot while serving a warrant. It happened about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. The OSBI says Okmulgee police actually were on the scene of a man barricading himself inside a home. That's when the Okmulgee County Sheriff's Office came in to assist. The man inside, we're told, shot at deputies. 2 deputies were hit. They were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive. That suspect has been identified as Ronell Miles. He has been arrested. He's in jail this morning on charges of shooting with intent to kill.
Sounds like 30 southbound from exit 139. 100 plus mile an hour.
Hands out the window. Slowly. Step away from the vehicle. Hands out. Cross your feet. Raise them up.
Intense new video from Guthrie shows a suspect leading police on a high-speed chase after they say he shot a woman several times. This all unfolded on Wednesday. Officers say the suspect, Michael Adeniran, stalked and shot the victim while she sat in her car in downtown Guthrie. We're told she was actually able to drive away and call for help. Those who know the victim say she's a mother, and even though she survived, she's now facing a long road to recovery. Meanwhile, the suspect is in jail for shooting to kill and stalking. A bike gang member convicted in a deadly shootout at a Metro bar will now spend time in prison for violating his probation. Tyler Myers is one of more than a dozen suspects arrested for the 2023 shooting inside the Whiskey Barrel Saloon in southwest Oklahoma City. 3 people were killed in that shootout. Several were injured. Myers pleaded guilty and was given a 30-year suspended sentence, but then admitted to violating court orders multiple times while on probation. A judge now sentencing him to 5 years in custody.
A group of Mustang students tell News 9 they were pepper sprayed. We'll have that coming up in just a moment. First, we got traffic. Megan, sorry about that. I jumped the gun there, but
No,
you're right on time.
There you go. Hey, here's a live look this morning. If you are traveling the Broadway extension, things are smooth sailing. As mentioned, roadways good. I think everyone is happy that it is Friday and it is almost the weekend. From our Integris camera, Lake Hefner Parkway and Northwest Expressway, pretty quiet there in that spot. But of course, I-44, one of the most congested spots during the morning commute. There's the Kilpatrick Turnpike at Penn, looking off to the west, and that looks good to go as well. Same deal out near Tinker Air Force Base, I-40 and Air Depot, looking off towards the east. I-40 looks great if you are headed either west or east. We do have a new crash that's popped up just south of I-240. That's going to be on Sooner Road. It's going to be off the highway, so it shouldn't slow you down if you're traveling the major thoroughfare there. Otherwise, if you're up to the north, back to the west, and coming into Oklahoma City, you're good to go. There's the Dallas Junction, and your drive times right now into Oklahoma City from all directions are good to go. Guys, back over to you.
We're good to go now on that story from Mustang. Sorry about that, Megan, jumping the gun there, but a big thing happening yesterday. Mustang students tell News 9 they were pepper sprayed after they walked out of class yesterday in protest of ICE.
Yeah, they say the person responsible was driving by in a truck. They also claim that driver had a gun inside. News 9's Matt McCabe is looking into those claims.
A protest on Thursday in Mustang, starting at the high school and stretching down the city sidewalks, ended with some agitation as students started describing what they say was a truck pepper spraying kids with a gun inside.
They over here pepper spraying little kids, bro. Like, y'all is too grown. They're pepper spraying peacefully protesting minors who are simply using their First Amendment right.
Mustang's police chief told News 9 officers went to the walkout and made contact with the truck, but ultimately the chief says no one at the walkout made a criminal report, and so the department says it cannot say with certainty if a person pepper sprayed other people or not. In its own statement, Mustang Public Schools told News 9, quote, late this morning, a group of students participated in an unsanctioned, peaceful demonstration on the Mustang High School campus. School administrators responded immediately to supervise students on campus and prioritize safety, while instruction continued for those who remained. Afterward, some students chose to leave campus during the instructional day. The district also sent families a message saying, in part, when students are not where they are expected to be during the school day, the district's ability to supervise and ensure safety is significantly impacted. In Mustang, Matt McCabe, Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Now, we're told that no one was arrested at the protest. The district says the students who walked out were supervised and then marked absent if they missed class.
Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is looking for ways to help Oklahoma students get into the workforce faster. The governor just signed 2 executive orders. This is interesting. One calls for a study to see if a 90-hour bachelor degree would be possible. He also wants to track that postgraduate employment to help set academic programs. Another executive order calls for mandatory 5-year reviews of professors and an end of lifetime tenures for those professors at universities. The state regents will oversee both of those orders.
The Oklahoma Department of Transportation spent a big chunk of change to clear our roads during last month's winter storm. The numbers just coming in. Department officials say they used 44,000 tons of salt and sand and more than 500,000 gallons of brine. That price at about $2.5 million. And in crew time and fuel costs, the final total for road treatment was about $8 million. One thing that shocked us, they also had 5 snowplows that were crashed into by drivers.
Yeah, you budget for the salt and brine and
Not the
for
crashes.
the hours, not the crashes.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Stay 200 feet back. And
We
pay
appreciate
attention.
our state workers. My
Yeah,
gosh.
absolutely. We couldn't have done it without them, that's for sure. We can't do it without Lacey Swope every morning right here on News 9, and we are excited about the weekend, Lacey.
Aw, much love to you guys, too. It is Friday, which is what we're all excited about. Here in the Bob Mills Weather Center, the forecast is amazing. Today into the weekend, we'll have a couple shower chances. We'll talk about that, but really it is spring fever, a sneak peek of spring. It's kind of odd to say that because I think we've had more spring days than winter days this winter, but truly feeling more like April. Statewide weekend planner is coming up in full weather, the bus stop forecast, and we'll talk about severe storm chances next week. Coming up.
Also coming up, a bill is moving through the state capitol hoping to raise awareness about fentanyl in classrooms. In just a few minutes, why the author of the bill says awareness needs to start at the school level. Back after this.
For the bus stop forecast. Friday made it to the end of the week. Just got to get through that school day. Weather's looking good.
It looks so good. As the kiddos are going this morning, it's not really all that cold. So the bus stop forecast is nice. It's mild for February.
Finally.
It's 50s
Please,
in
yes.
parts of the state.
Wow.
I know, our average high is in the 50s.
I was talking to my sister. It's down in Lawton. It's supposed to be, what, 77, almost 80 degrees.
Yeah.
They're excited about the nice day.
Yeah, warmer down to the south for sure. And we've areas that'll be close to 80 degrees along the Red River.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a north wind today that makes it feel a little cooler. But, I mean, if I don't tell you that, someone will complain to me. Not you. You guys never complain.
We never complain.
Never. But somebody. There will be a north wind that'll make it feel a little bit chilly. But
Are you
overall
buying breakfast
nice.
or complaining you're not buying breakfast today?
That's Colby's
Okay,
job.
there you go.
Always. Always.
Money bags over here. Just
Exactly.
chilling at breakfast.
We just look your way. Now, this morning, as you're getting your family ready and getting the kiddos ready for the bus stop, just dress them for, yes, a jacket, the sweater. They'll need all that this morning. It is in the 40s, the 50s. Winds are fairly light. North wind picks up, though, as we go through the day, and temperatures will kind of bounce back up into the 60s already by midday. So recess outside, let them all run around. The snow has all melted. It was 2 weeks ago that we had all that winter weather, the big winter storm, and there are still in a few areas, shady spots, some patches of that snow lingering. It's wild. 70 degrees for a high later today. Looking really good for your Friday. Now, starting this morning, these are the temperature changes over the past 24 hours. So at this time yesterday, it was 20 degrees colder. You will notice that change as you head out this morning. High pressure is dominating for now, but we do have another wind shift headed our way. What that's going to do is, yes, keep those north breezes around and really keep Gulf moisture at bay. And one of the things you need for thunderstorms, because we're eyeing a storm next week, is Gulf moisture, okay? That's fuel for storms. We'll see how much we can recover after these series of cold fronts headed our way. One thing about them, none of these fronts are bringing Arctic air to the Sooner State. Our Lucky Star Sky Cam Network live from Norman, looking good. I-35 looking good right now. Meg has your full traffic update coming up in a minute. It's 48 degrees right now at Will Rogers. We've actually warmed a couple degrees. 45 in Guthrie, 39 though in Stillwater, 51 in Shawnee and Tecumseh, 55 in Watonga. We've got 30s, 40s, and a few 50s depending on where you are, and a west wind that's fairly light this morning. No fog showing up, and this afternoon, sunny skies with 60s on the way. Now, yes, we'll have mid-70s down into south today, south of I-40, but in northern Oklahoma, low 60s is what we are expecting. So a little bit cooler, some colder air up in Kansas filtering in. The ridge is here, which keeps us dry, but we've got a weak wave of energy coming in for tomorrow night. Kind of gets sheared out over Oklahoma. Could bring a few sprinkles Saturday night into Sunday. It's out of here. Sunday's dry. Tuesday, stronger storm starts to make its way in. Now, that will bring rain and thunderstorm chances to the state. For most of the metro, does look like just showers. If we see thunderstorms, that would be to the southeast, and I'll show you that coming up in a minute. Behind that, ridge builds in for much of next week, and the strongest system with the highest rain chances for the metro and for the entire state is going to be around a week from today. So Friday into Saturday of next week. Still plenty of time for this to change. This may completely shift the track. But right now, rain is looking good for Oklahoma. The big question is, will we have enough moisture and energy with the storm to give us severe weather? And we'll fine-tune those details as it gets closer to us. And there's more active weather behind it headed our way for mid-February. Overnight tonight, low 30s on the way. It'll be colder for your Saturday morning, but still nice. Tomorrow afternoon, 63 in Stillwater, 64 in Enid. We'll have a south breeze tomorrow, 5 to 15. Few gusts to 20 will be possible. And there's the rain chance. It's spotty, but tomorrow night into Sunday, some clouds roll in. Might get a little light rain here and there. Most stay dry. Sunday afternoon, lower mid, upper 70s. Once again, it's going to be amazing. Partly cloudy skies on Sunday. Then our next rain chance is going to be coming up Tuesday into Tuesday evening, Tuesday night. Now, that's a 10 to a 20% chance up and along I-44. But for folks, of course, hurting for water, which is all of us in Oklahoma, we need moisture. Chances go up from Ardmore to McAllister to Salisal, and that's where we could have some thunderstorms. Off to the southeast is the highest chance, and I just checked. Broken Bow Lake, by the way, is 10 feet below normal because of just the drought conditions. Needing rain for most of the state for sure. Drought's a problem for almost everywhere. Almost 75% of the state is dealing with drought conditions. So that's why we're really looking for rain chances. Slight chance Saturday night. Overall, your weekend, amazing. These are April-like temperatures taking you into Sunday, Monday. Cold front hits Tuesday, 20% chance of rain with that one. A little cooler by the end of the week, and we'll watch those storm chances. And for Valentine's Day, 62 degrees on Saturday. Back to you guys.
Just a reminder, we are streaming live on YouTube. You can scan this QR code to get to our page, then subscribe and join the live chat. We'll read some of your comments later this morning.
Time right now, 6:18. Time to take a look at some of your top national stories this morning. The FBI announces a $50,000 reward for information leading to Nancy Guthrie, the mom of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. Authorities believe that she was kidnapped Saturday night from her Tucson home. They are holding out hope that she is still alive.
The Trump administration launches its own discount drug website, Trump RX. It's part of a push by the president to offer lower direct-to-consumer prescription drug prices. The president last year struck deals with more than a dozen drug makers to offer some of the medications at those lower costs.
The Super Bowl is this Sunday, and multiple restaurants are offering deals to celebrate. There's a live look at Levi's Stadium near San Francisco. Most of these restaurant deals include chicken wings. Yeah, the Seattle Seahawks play the New England Patriots on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. We know the artist Bad Bunny will perform at halftime. It's going to be hopping.
Ba-dum-bum. I don't even know what he sings. Is that so bad?
It's pretty catchy.
All right, Megan is here right now at 6:20 on the morning, watching the forecast and the roads for us as well. Megan, good morning.
Good morning. I think we are all ready for the weekend around here. We're losing our minds. Lacey, that was kind of a Colby joke there. That was pretty good. Hey, this is a live look from our news trackers. They're out on the roadways and they are ready to respond to any accidents we have this morning. Hopefully, it is smooth sailing for everybody really across the board this week. It's been pretty quiet out on the roadway. Several shots to show you here in just a moment, but our sunrise is just over an hour away. Sunset tonight at 6:03. Down in, this is actually just south of I-40 there at I-44, the morning drive picking up. Now down south, for those of you coming in to Oklahoma City from the Norman area, I-35 in Robinson, smooth sailing there at I-35, I-40 in May. Looking off to the west, it looks good, and the good old Broadway extension looks good as well. Of course, I'll let you know if any of that changes, but right now we are doing good.
The Sooner and Cowgirl softball teams both start their seasons out on the West Coast. It was a big day yesterday. After the break, a look at their season openers.
Welcome back. The Sooner and Cowgirl softball teams opened their seasons last night, both on the West Coast. First up, the 20th ranked Cowgirls were in California, taking on the 17th ranked Stanford Cardinals. Despite a hard-fought effort, OSU ended up losing 4-2. So up next, they play San Jose State today at 1:30.
In Arizona, the number 3 ranked OU Sooners
to come. All right, let's get over to Lace. She's got the outdoor forecast. Hey, Lacey.
Hey, we are rounding out winter here, still several weeks left, but man, getting closer to spring and the signs of change are already happening. We're seeing a lot of the deer, of course, this time of year. The bucks now, they're all friends again. There's no competition. They're like, hey, big boy, come hang out with me. And it's always just so cool if you watch wildlife, and especially the white-tailed deer. As we get through deer season and closer to the deer rut, they become sworn enemies. They're like, no, don't come anywhere near me. And then they're back to, okay, yep, we're getting closer and closer to now. Those mamas will be having those babies and we can all be friends. So the bucks are gearing all up. Before long, they won't have any of those antlers left. This is also the time of year where they start to shed those antlers. And yeah, before you know it, things will be budding out and we'll be getting closer and closer to warming trends. Now it feels like spring, which gives us all spring fever this time of year when we should have highs in the 40s and 50s. We're climbing up into the 70s later today with sunshine and a gusty north wind. Coming up in full weather, we'll talk about a series of cold fronts, more rain and storm chances. But if you get into the outdoors this weekend, especially if you're going fishing, send your pictures. We love to share those on News 9. I'll send it back to you guys.
Coming up, the Big 12 launches an investigation into OSU after fans are accused of using derogatory
Oklahoma's own News 9 this morning.
6:30 on your Friday morning, and you are taking a live look from our news trackers. They are out and about all across the metro this morning, keeping an eye on traffic. So far, they haven't had to respond to any major wrecks, which is the good news, like when people are cooperating, driving happy here on a Friday. Hopefully it stays that way.
Was it just 2 weeks ago we were kind of in the middle of the mess?
Yes, we were bracing for it.
Oh, gosh. I'm so glad that's behind us.
I know.
Right?
And so are the temperatures. Let's get over to Lacey Swope in the Bod Mills Weather Center. Man, the forecast looking good, Lace.
Oh, so excited to talk about 70s for sure. That winter storm, man, still some lingering impacts. There are still areas where some of the lake coves or even ponds and shady spots have ice on them. Even after how warm we've been, there's still some patches of snow in shady spots. Most of it is all gone. But yeah, now a whole different story from full-blown winter to spring-like conditions. It's gorgeous. Right now, skies are clear. We're breaking daylight on your Friday. High pressure is over us. There's big-time snowstorm going on along the Great Lakes, but that is not going to impact Oklahoma. As you're heading out this morning, check out these temperatures. You're going to notice how much warmer it is. In some areas, 20 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. 40s and 50s. 39 in Enid, 41 in Clinton, 48 at Will Rogers. Winds right now, they're 10 to 20. A little bit on the blustery side. Your hour-by-hour forecast from the 40s quickly up to near 70 degrees this afternoon. So clear skies and 70s, absolutely beautiful. Now coming up in full weather, we have a lot to talk about. We'll get through all your weekend forecasts, a slight chance for showers tomorrow night. When, where, who sees that? Active next week and maybe some severe storms. Your 9-day forecast is minutes away. Robin.
In Midwest City, a Carl Albert Middle School student is hit by a driver. It happened early yesterday morning. The student, we are told, was actually riding their bike to school. This was the scene about 8 o'clock in the morning, right there on Post Road, basically kind of between the middle school and the high school. The student was taken to the hospital. Minor injuries, we've learned. Midwest City police say they are investigating what happened and if the driver was at fault. And a story we first brought you yesterday morning, another driver is arrested now on a DUI, accused of causing a crash on I-35. Happened around midnight near Northeast 10th. Look at the mess left behind. One person was taken to the hospital. The Highway Patrol says Willard Tillman was driving south in the northbound lanes. This was a wrong-way crash. Hit another driver head on. That driver was taken to the hospital. Tillman and the other driver both actually went to the hospital, but Tillman will go to jail once he's released from the hospital.
Firefighters are investigating the cause of a trailer home fire in southeast Oklahoma City. Big smoke coming from this yesterday morning. Shortly after 10:30, this was near Southeast 15th and Central. Investigators say it actually started as a grass fire.
Luckily, there's no other buildings nearby. It started a small grass fire. I was fully involved when we arrived on the scene. The fire is out.
Luckily, no injuries were reported. Fire crews say the cause is under investigation.
An Oklahoma family is looking for answers after the Seminole County District Attorney decides not to file charges in connection to a deadly shooting. The family says the man was unarmed when a neighbor shot and killed him. News 9's Jennifer Pierce spoke with the family, who's now questioning the DA's decision.
The Seminole County District Attorney says he based his decision on the OSBI's investigation into the deadly shooting of 44-year-old Lee Hodges. It's been nearly 2 months since Kathy Marley lost her son, Lee Hodges.
He was only walking down that road to go to his cousin's house.
Hodges took a shortcut through their neighbor's property, unaware the man was armed. The OSBI says Hodges charged at the property owner when the man confronted him.
They're believing that my son was the aggressor. How could he be the aggressor when he wasn't armed? How could my son put that much fear into anyone that they would choose to shoot and kill him over, you know, take a picture of him maybe and call the authorities?
Seminole County DA Eric Johnson released last week the property owner fired 3 times at Hodges, killing him after multiple verbal warnings. Johnson said in a statement, while this decision does not lessen the impact of this loss on the victim's loved ones, the evidence did not support the filing of criminal charges.
He'll have to stand accountable one way or another.
Marley says her son died just as he was living a sober life and reconnecting with his 6 children and relatives.
I had the blessing from the Lord to be able to see him make a change in his life. And I'm thankful for that.
Hodges' family says they and their neighbors feel safe to go outside again now that the accused shooter has moved from the area. Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.
We asked the Seminole County District Attorney's Office for the 911 call that was reportedly made by the shooter, as well as police body camera footage. We have not yet heard back, but we'll be following. 6:35 your time right now. Let's get a check of the morning drive. Here's meteorologist Megan Gold. Megan?
Hey, good morning, Colby. As Lacey's been talking about, this morning is a really mild start, especially compared to the temperatures that we had yesterday morning. By the time you head home tonight, absolutely amazing. Hope you have the shades around, maybe the windows down. Temperatures right around that 70-degree mark and falling into the upper 60s. Here's the live look as we are starting to break daylight here out on the east side near the Tinker Diagonal from our SSM Health camera, and the sunrise just under an hour away. Here's the Dallas Junction, I-35 and I-40, where those intersect there, and the morning drive is picking up. Still pretty quiet at Northwest Expressway and Lake Hefner Parkway, and then several more shots. Of course, the Broadway extension pretty busy coming into Oklahoma City, and I-35 starting to pick up as well, looking off to the north. So the good news, still no accidents here on your Friday morning. The only slow spot is that area of construction, Southwest 74, just south of I-240. Otherwise, drive times are good to go.
Thanks so much, Megan. At the Capitol, a bill aimed at saving lives of Oklahomans is a step closer to becoming law. As we look live at the Capitol this morning, this is called Rain's Law, and it would require school districts across Oklahoma to educate our students on the abuse of fentanyl. It's named after 19-year-old Rain Reese. Her family says she died after taking a Xanax pill that was actually laced with fentanyl.
It's a very powerful drug that the awareness on this, probably in my almost 3 decades of drug enforcement, probably none have been more important to educate our youth, educate our public, even our adults.
The bill's author hopes that early education will prevent more deaths. And Lacey, we're just talking about the power of fentanyl.
Yeah, they say it's 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Wow.
And it's very small doses that can kill you. So a big story we'll be following there. And in Stillwater, the Big 12 is now investigating Oklahoma State after BYU's head coach says fans were chanting derogatory things at them at the big upset in Stillwater this week. The Cowboys upset the Cougars 99-92 on Wednesday night. Well, in his post-game news conference, BYU head coach Kevin Young's President Jim Hess says any behavior that targets or demeans others has no place at Oklahoma State University and does not reflect who we are as Cowboys. We'll let you know what happens with that investigation.
6:38 right now. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Talking about cleaning out the Bricktown Canal. City crews say that they found all sorts of things, including this, 87 goldfish.
Aww.
Yeah, look at, there's a picture of them right there.
Oh my God, they're big.
Yeah, they're huge.
Wow, real big.
Yeah, the city says they were likely dumped there, and crews also say along with scooters, phones, and shoes, they found road cones, skateboards, golf clubs, a bowling ball.
What?
And a beaver.
A beaver?
A beaver was living in the water, yeah.
Oh my God. What'd they do with the beaver?
I don't know.
Relocated him?
The Bricktown beaver.
Oh my God. Those little goldfish, I guess people are just flushing them down the toilet or something? Where
Or
does
they
that
might
go?
have dumped all of them
Releasing
there,
them?
I guess.
That's how they get so big. They had free reign.
Oh my God, they're like, it's like a koi pond. The river.
It still doesn't top the prosthetic leg that was found there last time. Remember
And
that
no
one?
one ever claimed
No one
that
ever claimed
prosthetic
it.
leg.
Would you? It's like
No.
a long time.
I'm like, I don't know who did that.
It's a little rusty.
Probably people don't even remember how things got in the Bricktown Canal, Lacey.
The stories behind that would be amazing to see. If they could go back and trace each one, it would be hilarious.
Oh my
I'm sure.
gosh.
I love when they do this and post the pictures.
Yeah, it's so crazy what's in there.
Gross is what it is. Pretty gross. Cleaning it up, though, that's the good thing. And hey, we are seeing temperatures warm, guys, drastically over the next several days. We've been in the 60s, had a north wind today, 60s and 70s, and you're gonna love the weekend forecast. We'll have 70s on the way. Some areas could hit 80 degrees. We'll talk about that. Who could see a few showers? Much more to get to in full weather. It's a spring-like 9-day and maybe some thunderstorms. That's all coming up.
A big story here. The social studies standards that were set in place by former State Superintendent Ryan Walters are removed. Coming up after the break, what the State Department of Education is now asking parents from you as they make new social studies standards. We're following that story.
Plus, a group of Mustang public school students claimed they were pepper sprayed while staging an ICE protest. How police are responding, we'll tell you next.
Looking forward to this weekend, breaking the tank tops back out if you can find them.
Uh-oh. That's the warning, Oklahoma.
Colby's been waiting for this day, y'all.
I didn't say it was me, but it probably
blinded by the light, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I haven't seen the sun on the skin in a long time, Lacey.
You can tell.
This weekend's changing things.
There'll be
Looks
sunshine.
Like.
Yes, sunshine for sure. It feels amazing. Yesterday, if you could get out of the wind, the sun was awesome. It was gorgeous. Today, more of a north wind too. But for the weekend, it dies down.
I love it.
The temperatures go up. It's going to be gorgeous. It really is. We'll have some clouds off and on, but overall, we've had Arctic air the last 2 weekends.
I know. This is a great lineup.
Get out, soak it up. So today we're dry. Tomorrow we're dry. By tomorrow night, we have a slight chance for rain as we head into next week. Higher rain chances, and we'll get to that. I want to show you as you're heading out. This is what we'll greet you. Isn't that pretty? On our Friday morning. Lucky Star Sky Cam Network, breaking daylight, looking absolutely gorgeous, and not a cloud in the sky. Look at Old Glory down in Chickasha, waving around there with that breeze. So winds right now are about 10 to 20. They will gust to 25 throughout the mid-morning and early afternoon. Let me show you the rain timeline. Everyone needing water across Oklahoma. We're needing moisture. The extreme drought continues. We've been showing you the drought monitor since yesterday. And yes, drought continues to be the problem. So what we have in the forecast, not going to eradicate the drought, but it's good to have these kind of systems moving by every couple of days, giving us an opportunity for rain. First chance comes up tomorrow night into Sunday. Then again, this is for Oklahoma City, Tuesday into Tuesday night, and then Friday into Friday night will be some thunderstorm chances, and that third system there is going to be the one that gives us the highest opportunity. Here's a look at the drought monitor where you see the zone kind of in that peach color. That is moderate drought, and that consumes 73% of the state of Oklahoma, where we need more moisture. Then you get into the areas of orange, from severe to extreme drought, and this is where we have some pretty big problems going on. Does include the South Metro, South Central, Southwestern Oklahoma, portions of the Southeast as well, and we're going through another dry day. See the rain going on back around Nevada, Arizona. Weak trough making its way through here. It gets pretty kind of stretched out by the time it gets over Oklahoma, but could give us enough lift for a few showers in the clouds tomorrow night. More storms out over the Pacific. Another view there on our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Not a cloud in the sky. Almost looks like a painting. 48 degrees is the current temperature. It's 39 in Kingfisher. Watonga's at 55, 45 in Apache, 49 in Holdenville. Some of these are close to our typical afternoon high for February, not our morning low. We're 20 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, and it's now 61 in Lawton. Yeah, when you start off that warm, you're in for a pretty good warm up in the afternoon as well. Winds right now are out of the west. It'll be more of a northerly wind this afternoon. Low 60s in northern Oklahoma, about 70 in Oklahoma City, and then some upper 70s down to the south. Where's the cold air? It's locked up to the north. In fact, the ridge that's been building, that's kind of been bumping our temperatures up daily, is producing temperatures in the 40s all the way up into Nebraska, upper 30s in portions of North Dakota and Minnesota, which is above freezing in February in a morning. That's a rarity, okay, in the northern plains. And then you got to get all the way up into central and northern Canada to find the really cold Arctic air. And with the cold fronts we have headed our way, none of them over the next 9 days are bringing and tapping in any of that Arctic air. It's more of a warming trend. There's a weak storm coming into California that we're going to watch. But again, as that comes out tomorrow night, rain chances aren't great. But with that system breaking down the ridge slightly, Saturday's not quite as warm. Then on Sunday, we're warm. Monday, Tuesday, Monday's warm. Tuesday, cold front moves in, and that storm system brings us a few showers to the south and east. The next storm, which again is about a week away, is the stronger one. That's the one we're watching closely for the chance for severe weather. We always tell you as far out as possible if there's even an opportunity for strong to severe storms. I'll tell you, this is not a great setup for severe weather. Can't rule out a few strong to severe storms at this point, and we'll detail it as it gets closer. Moisture not extreme with it, and you got to have pretty high moisture content to get real high octane severe weather. And right now that is not in the forecast for next week. But just stay tuned. Overnight tonight, lower 30s, some 40s is what we're expecting. So a cold start to your Saturday. Saturday afternoon, lower mid upper 60s, and then by tomorrow night a few spotty showers. Most stay dry, few sprinkles at best. That will not help with the drought. Sunday, yeah, that's your Sunday. Second half of your weekend, amazing. Mid upper 70s, and the next chance of rain is going to be Tuesday afternoon and evening. Highest chances down to the southeast. Wednesday we look dry. Thursday we look dry next week, and then we'll watch that system heading into Valentine's Day for maybe some strong storms. Back to you guys.
A group of Mustang students claimed they were pepper sprayed as they walked out of class yesterday in protest of ICE. Carrying handmade signs, the students walked along Mustang Road all the way to Southwest 15th and then to the Walmart. They say during that, someone drove by in a truck and pepper sprayed them. We're also told that truck had a gun inside.
They over here pepper spraying little kids, bro. Like, y'all is too grown. They're pepper spraying peacefully protesting minors who are simply using their First Amendment right.
Mustang police tell us they were nearby and talked with someone in a truck, but they say no one made a criminal complaint. And they say they can't say with certainty if anyone was hit with the pepper spray or not.
Controversial changes to social studies standards proposed under former State Superintendent Ryan Walters have been removed. The state Supreme Court had previously struck down standards that included references to the Bible and to alleged discrepancies in the 2020 presidential election. The State Department of Education is now seeking public feedback on new standards. We have a link to those standards over on our website, news9.com, if you want to weigh in.
10 minutes before 7 a.m. on our Friday morning, we're watching the morning drive. Meteorologist Megan Gold checking things out for us. How are the cameras looking this morning, Megan?
Oh, they are absolutely beautiful. Looking at the Oklahoma skies and starting to see some congestion in some of our traffic camera spots. This is our Joey Mitchell out on the roadways this morning up on the northeast side. He's keeping an eye on the roadways in case we have any issues. Let me take you to Links 1 and show you what's going on. The Oklahoma skies, a true treat for drivers headed out right now. This is a live look from Blanchard this morning with no clouds in the sky. It is absolutely gorgeous. Norman Regional Camera there, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. Here's the Broadway extension, looking good there. Starting to see quite a bit of a backup on I-35 at North 27th Street, looking off to the north. No crash, I think just typical morning congestion. And then same deal, I-44 at North 10th Street, getting pretty busy, but no big slowdowns there. So on the wide view, if you're on the north side, good to go. The slowdowns are in the northbound lanes of I-35, and then also that construction zone over on the southwest side, right near Will Rogers, Southwest 74th, just south of I-240. Guys, back over to you.
It's great when you see young people doing some really cool things, and this Oklahoma high schooler is turning a simple idea into a county-wide effort to help other students in need. Meet Chelsea Cooper. She will use a $24,000 grant to expand comfort closets. It is discreet spaces where students can pick up clothing and even hygiene items, no questions asked. She says the idea grew from her own experience.
My family went through a house fire, and so coming from having lost everything, when I started looking around and noticing that a lot of students in my hallways were maybe struggling with financial situations.
Way to go, Chelsea. She is from Pryor, Oklahoma, just east of the Tulsa area. She says she's using the grant to purchase a storage unit because donations are now flowing in.
A canine thief steals a journalist's camera. There it is. Oh my gosh, they finally got the camera back and the footage to go with it. This dog can't even deny it. We'll show you more next.
Don't do your crime on camera.
Doggone it.
The Community Spotlight National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day is tomorrow, and Boomtown Creamery is celebrating today at 9 a.m. We are sampling some breakfast-inspired flavors.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
There you go. That's at 9 a.m.
How about this? A $700 camera turns into a chew toy for a lucky dog in Greenland. Look at this. The crews from the Associated Press say their camera was stolen and found nearby with a sled dog. He had stolen it. At one point, the dog hit record, so they have video of the pooch chewing on it and then running away.
That's a good camera.
Lucy's a cutie.
It's worth $700.
He's like, this is my spot. This is my chew spot. This is where I go.
How cute when it's in his mouth and he's running like he's smiling.
It's like I'm showing you what I look like.
Okay, well, oh my God, that's awesome. Cameras everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, some of you noticed in the chat that we're wearing lapels or red today. It is Go Red for Women Day.
Yes, just reminding about the heart disease and what it does. #1 killer of women.
Yes.
So if you are getting ready, head out the door. You can wear a little red, put the pin on, and we're celebrating women.
Spread awareness. There you go. How are we looking today?
Beautiful. To get out, get that walk in. That's always good, too, for your heart health. Temperatures will be in the 60s, the 70s, sunny skies, north breeze. We'll have a slight chance of rain Saturday night, but most of your weekend is dry and absolutely beautiful.
All right. Hey, make it a great day. Enjoy that sunshine. We'll see you back here Monday.
We got you. Whatever